Now we're back to CapCut. Let me show you a zoom fade intro effect. We'll add the footage. Then we have to add a text. So we go to text, add a default text element. I resize that to have it as big as my footage. And then we just call that zoom. But obviously it works with any text. It's a good idea to pick a thicker font. For example, Resolve. You can also add a bold style to make it a bit thicker. So depending on the font that you use, that's a good idea as well. Give this a greenish color, like the color on a green screen. And let's get back to the stock material. Under import, and I want to have a black background. So I just type in black and then add the first element that pops up. Should be inbuilt by default in CapCut. I want the text to be on top of it, and the footage, we don't really need it at this step, so I put it right here and then I make it invisible, and I resize the black element. You want to select both of these, so the text and the black background, then right click and create a compound clip. But be careful, you can see that right here the format wasn't the same. So depending on the footage that you've got, you have to resize that first. So let me press Ctrl Z a couple of times until our text and the black background are detached again, right here. Now I select the black background and I make it bigger than my preview window, and this covers it all. Again, I select both, create compound clip, bring it to the top, make the footage visible again, and now the format works. I go to our text element. And now we have to go to video and then remove background. And here you want to use the color picker and then left click on the text on this greenish color. It should make it invisible. If you have kind of like a halo effect, you have to increase the intensity, but don't go too high, everything will vanish. Once that is done, we will start our animation. Let's go to this position and we'll start with the scaling. I create a keyframe here by clicking on the diamond icon. Then I go forward up to maybe here. And I increase it. Let me use 250%. This creates a keyframe automatically at this position. So we now have this zoom, this scaling effect for the text. And you can drag the second keyframe around to make it faster or slower. To the left, it will be faster. To the right, it will be slower. Now let me get to this position right here. I open the blend drop down and I add a keyframe for opacity. Then I go to the end right here for the scaling animation and I add a opacity of 0. So this is the second animation that we need for the fading effect. And this is our finished result. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.